So I have two brief questions. One is on regarding the border trade. Uh, I have visited one border town in a gap of 5 years. Last month, I have visited one border town in Klambung near that Korpui Chua. So I have not seen much differences after a gap of 5 years. So uh, what is the view of the government of India regarding the development of this border town? And the second thing is that looking to the geopolitics of this region, Northeast, with the neighboring countries, the situation in Myanmar has adversely affected even our state. So what is the view of the government of India on this issue? Thank you, sir.
Uh, on the border trade, I mean, there are two parts of it. One is the border heart, what actually takes place in the market right at the border, and one is the trade across the border. To some extent, progress has been slow because however much we push it, it will go at the speed at which the other partner is willing to also go along. So we have been, I'll separate the two, Bangladesh and Myanmar because situations are very different there. We've had a number of discussions with Bangladesh about how to take this forward. They were frankly last few years involved in a lot of it in their own elections and the changes which were taking place. But definitely today we are very keen to push more border hearts with both countries. Bangladesh, I think, is more realistic right now than Myanmar. We're also looking to see if we can get some progress in the use of inland waterways as a way of moving so that it's a little bit, you get deeper access beyond the border. Possibility of actually funding roads even on their side of the border so as to improve market access. Because when we look at the position of, the geographical position of Mizoram, it is absolutely vital that Mizoram have much better connectivity with both neighbors as well as into the Indian hinterland. So this is very much, not just a vision for Mizoram, but actually a large part of a vision of Act East itself. Where Myanmar is concerned, I'm sorry to say the situation has been bad. It looks, continues to look very grim. And along our own border areas, things have been particularly problematic. I think in many ways, the writ of the central government no longer runs in many of these regions. And that has also created its own problems because, we've had forces and interests, many of whom are based on activities which are not desirable out there. So, if as and when things stabilize in Myanmar, which at some point they will, we would certainly like to push these two. These are two very, very important projects for us. One is the pathway down to Sitwe, and the other is this road which cuts through Myanmar, which will actually eventually end up in Vietnam. It will go through Myanmar, Thailand, and they are building, from the other end. But right now, things look very tough. Our work teams there have had some pretty tough experiences. We've not, we won't give up. We will continue to plug on, but it will take a certain amount of perseverance and fortitude really for this to progress.